So I'm a native New Orleans girl, and we're here at Port Orleans Resort, and we're going to try some New Orleans food. So let's get this adventure started.
Here we go!
Port Orleans Resort, there is this wonderful cafe. I think it's Cafe Saskagula? Saskagula Cafe. Something like that. But we've probably said it enough so that you'll find it when you come in. We're going to try shrimp and grits, which is not really a New Orleans dish.
I mean, they serve it, but it's not like, oh, when we go to New Orleans, let's get some shrimp and grits. It's not that kind of thing.
You want to give it a shot?
And she made it fresh right in front of me. Took a while to make it. I don't know if you can see this portion.
It's huge. This is $14.99, and it is so good. It's really tasty. Good.
You're counting calories.
I hope you can count pretty high.
Yeah. So we just finished the grits and shrimp, or shrimp and grits, and it was very tasty. It was very rich. That is very indicative of New Orleans food. I liked it because it had some elements of the Trinity, which are bell peppers, onions, and celery. And the vegetables were a little crunchy. And it might have had garlic in it. It was very rich. It had a lot of cream and butter in it. At least that's what it tasted like. The grits were very, very good. They weren't real grainy, and they were smooth. It was a delicious dish. I would definitely come back here, and since we live here, we probably will come back here and get this dish again, but we definitely will share it. It would have been good with some French bread, or maybe a salad to go with it. But yeah, if you come to Port Orleans, come here to this Saskagula Cafe and get shrimp and grits. Really good.
As a New Orleans girl, what's your reaction to this resort when you see it?
It has elements of New Orleans. The music, definitely the music. The food, we just had some shrimp and grits. That was delicious. The river in front of us, you can't see it. It's brown, just like the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
And it has some elements of the architecture from the French Quarter. So, it's the Disney version of New Orleans. So, it's nice. It's a nice place.
This is Scat Cat's Club Cafe, and this is where you get your Mickey beignets at Port Orleans.
Okay, I want to get 6 beignets, but can I get 3 in a bag?
So 3 for here, 3 to go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
cool.
yeah, exactly. 1 chocolate, 1 caramel. Beignets, y'all. Well, of course, New Orleans beignets are rectangular. So that's number 1. The other thing is that they are like uneven. Like they could be flatter on one side and puffy and flat. These are pretty even as far as how wide they are. But the color and the sugar and the smell, that all is a lot like.
It seems authentic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure they're good as Disney beignets. So I don't want to discredit Disney.
Feels like you have a caveat.
I'm going to taste them and compare them to what I know from all the years I have eaten beignets in my life, which have been a lot of years. And Let's see. So let me go ahead. I'll take this here. Now, it's pretty thick inside. It's a good pastry. It's not a New Orleans beignet. It's good, but it's not New Orleans. But here's two. It's good.
Do they use a caramel or a chocolate sauce in New
No.
Orleans? No? What kind of sauce do you use?
No sauce. Cafe au lait.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, as far as comparing, is it close? The taste of it is close. The consistency of it is not close. But it's good. So, I wouldn't pass it up. If you're here, get it. It's good. Okay, so now we're going to try and eat here in Riverside, which is the other section of Port Orleans. Let's see what they have to offer. Okay, so they have jambalaya and gumbo. Guess we're getting that. Hi. Good, how are you? A gumbo and a jambalaya. We have here jambalaya with some cornbread, and we have gumbo with some rice. Now, gumbo, all different kinds of gumbo in Louisiana. There's Creole gumbo and there's Cajun gumbo. And so this gumbo has a very dark roux in it, and it looks like it has sausage and maybe chicken. I don't know, I have to see. Then there's jambalaya, and there's 2 or 3 different kinds of jambalaya you can cook. The Creole jambalaya, which is what this is, has tomato sauce in it. And that's why it's kind of an orange color. And that's what I grew up on. However, I also switched over to the country type of jambalaya, which is more Cajun, and it doesn't have tomato sauce in it, so it's more brown. I can taste seasonings in here, pepper. I can even taste bay leaf in here. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Rice has been sitting around a little while, so it's a little mushy, but it's pretty good. In gumbo, you can have a chicken and sausage. You can have sausage. You can have seafood gumbo. You can have duck gumbo. You can put fish in your gumbo, crabs. Well, of course, that's seafood, but shrimp, crabs, and fish. Oyster gumbo. So there's all different types of gumbo you can make. Jambalaya is typically just chicken and sausage. Does it taste like what I would get at home? No. I don't know. Maybe it's because, you know, it's mass produced. It's not something I would get out of a small restaurant or at home, but it's pretty good. If you come here, you come to Port Orleans, definitely give it a try. It's a little spicy though, I'm just warning you. It's a little spicy, so if you don't like spice or pepper, you might not like it, but if you can handle that, it's very good. I give it 2 thumbs. So Port Orleans Resort in the French Quarter in Riverside in the quick service restaurants, I've had shrimp and grits, gumbo, jambalaya, and Mickey beignets, and they all were good. I made note of each of them, what I thought of them, so we don't have to go into that again. If you come here, I would try it. Just keep in mind that it's not really authentically New Orleans, but it's close in some ways. So yeah, I'd try it, definitely. So when you come here, check those things out and you'll have a little bit of New Orleans. So that wraps it up for this New Orleans girl eating New Orleans food at Port Orleans Resort in Disney World. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on our next magic adventure. Bye.